A word of caution, my dear friend. Have you ever reached for a glass of plain, clear water, thinking you were doing the absolute best thing for your health? We all do it, don't we? It's a simple act we've trusted our entire lives. But what if I told you that for those of us over 65, this very habit could be a quiet deception? You could be slowly and silently weakening your own muscles day after day without even knowing it. Yes, even if you are diligently drinking the recommended 8 glasses a day. And here is the frightening truth that nobody talks about. Recent studies from gerontology journals are revealing a shocking connection. This type of silent, cellular dehydration in seniors can increase the risk of debilitating falls and fractures by a staggering 60%. Because after the age of 60, water alone is no longer enough. As a doctor who has spent over 30 years specializing in senior health, I have seen this heartbreaking story unfold too many times. I've seen active, wonderful people who did everything right, suddenly start to lose their balance, to feel unsteady on their feet, or to wake up in the dead of night with excruciating leg cramps that steal their sleep and their peace. I'm not just talking about theory. I'll never forget a patient of mine, a proud gentleman who loved his morning walks. He told me, "Doctor, I drink plenty of water, but my legs feel like they don't belong to me anymore." He was missing one small thing. Today, I am going to show you exactly what that missing ingredient is. It's simple, it's backed by solid science, and it can be done right in your own kitchen, starting this very day. And please, make sure you stay with me until the very end. Because the fourth and final principle I will share isn't just about muscle strength. It's about a simple, inexpensive powder that new research shows can also help protect your memory and keep your mind sharp. Before we dive in, I truly want to know if this sounds familiar. Have you ever felt that frustrating leg cramp in the night, or that sense of unsteadiness, despite drinking water all day? If the answer is yes, please take a moment to comment a simple yes below. It helps me know you're here, and it lets others in our community know they are not alone. Okay, let's begin. Alright, my dear friend. Let us begin our journey with our first principle, something wonderfully simple. Principle number 1. Lemon and mineral salt. Sometimes, the smallest change we make in our morning routine can lead to the biggest shift in how we feel all day long. And the solution I'm about to share needs no special equipment, no expensive pills, and likely not even a trip to the grocery store. It's waiting for you, right now, quietly in your kitchen. This is a simple drink you can prepare in just 1 minute, but its power to rehydrate your body on a deep, cellular level is truly remarkable. Now, as we discussed, the core problem for many of us over 60 is not that we don't drink enough water. It's that the water we drink passes through our bodies too quickly. It's like pouring water onto dry, cracked soil. It runs right off instead of soaking in where it's needed most. This simple morning drink changes that. It essentially tells the water how to stay. Here is the recipe. It's wonderfully simple. First, take 1 or 2 thin slices of a fresh lemon. Not the juice from a bottle, please, but a real lemon you cut with your own hands. Then, add just a pinch of a good mineral salt. I recommend a pink Himalayan salt or a pure, natural sea salt. And when I say a pinch, I mean it. Just a few grains, certainly no more than 1/4 of a small teaspoon. Mix this into a glass of room temperature water, about 8 to 10 ounces, and give it a gentle stir. This is your new morning drink. So, why does this simple combination work so much better than plain water? Let's break it down. The lemon, you see, contains a small amount of citric acid. This acid acts like a gentle guide, helping the water pass more efficiently through your small intestine. This means that instead of rushing through your system and out again, the water is far more likely to be absorbed into your bloodstream, where it can travel to your muscles, your joints, and your brain. And as a bonus, the lemon brings a little vitamin C, which is essential for producing collagen, the very protein that keeps your joints flexible and your skin strong. Now, let's talk about the salt. And this is very important. Please avoid the regular white table salt we all grew up with. For many of us, it contains too much sodium and can be a concern for blood pressure. But a true mineral salt is different. It's a world apart. It contains dozens of trace minerals that our aging bodies are often starved for, especially magnesium and potassium. These are the 2 quiet workers your muscles are crying out for. They act like tiny gatekeepers at the entrance to your muscle cells. They open the gate, usher the water inside, and then gently lock the door behind it, holding that precious hydration right where it belongs. This is why it is so effective at calming nerve signals, reducing those frustrating muscle twitches, and preventing those agonizing leg cramps at night. I remember a patient of mine so clearly. Mr. Peter is a 65-year-old retired postal worker from Pennsylvania. He came to my office looking utterly exhausted. He told me, "Doc, I wake up every single night with these terrible cramps in my legs. I drink water all day long, and I even keep a glass by my bed. Nothing helps." His wife had told him it was just a part of getting old, and he was starting to believe her. I asked him to make only one change. Just this simple lemon and salt water, first thing in the morning, on an empty stomach. He was skeptical, but he agreed to try. A week later, just 7 days, he called me. I could hear the smile in his voice. He said, "Doc, I don't know what kind of magic this is, but the cramps, they're almost gone. I feel like my body is holding me up better now." That's what true hydration does. It doesn't shout. It supports you, silently, from within. So please, start this gentle habit. The best time is right after you wake up, before any food or coffee. Your body is naturally dehydrated after a long night's sleep, and this drink is the perfect way to replenish it. If the taste is a little strong at first, feel free to add a slice of cucumber or a few fresh mint leaves. It's a wonderful, calming ritual to start your day. If this simple recipe makes sense to you, let me know by commenting simple below. It helps me know you're following along. Alright. Now that we've covered the simple morning ritual, let's move on to our second principle. This one is for those moments when you feel your strength or stability just isn't what it used to be. Principle number 2. Natural electrolyte powder. My dear friend, have you ever stood up from your favorite armchair a little too quickly and felt the world spin for a moment? Or perhaps you've gone for your usual morning walk, a walk you've done 1,000 times, and suddenly felt a deep, heavy fatigue in your legs, as if they were made of lead. It's a frightening feeling. Your first thought might be to worry about your heart, or perhaps you just blame it on getting older. But in so many cases, especially after the age of 60, the real reason is something much simpler, and thankfully, much easier to fix. It's that silent dehydration we've been talking about, but this time, it's specifically a lack of electrolytes. So, what exactly are electrolytes? Think of them as tiny essential minerals, like sodium, potassium, and magnesium, that act like little traffic cops inside your body. They direct the flow of fluid in and out of your cells. When your electrolyte levels are balanced, water is efficiently pulled into your muscle cells and stays there, giving you strength, stability, and energy. But when those levels are low, water just slips right through. It leaves your muscles feeling flat, dry, and prone to fatigue or cramping. Now, why is this especially critical for us after 60? There are 2 key reasons. First, as we age, our body's natural thirst signal becomes weaker. This means you might not even feel thirsty when your body is already crying out for fluids. Second, our kidneys, which are our body's filtering system, start to flush out more of these vital minerals. This process is often accelerated if you take common medications like blood pressure tablets or diuretics. The result is a body that looks fine on the outside, but inside, it's running on empty. This is where a good, natural electrolyte powder becomes a quiet hero in your daily routine. And I'm not talking about those sugary, brightly colored sports drinks you see in stores. Those are often loaded with sugar, caffeine, and artificial ingredients that can spike your blood sugar and disrupt your sleep. Instead, you should look for a clean, gentle electrolyte powder with no sugar and no caffeine. A high-quality one, which you can find for around $20 to $25 for a month's supply, should provide a healthy balance of sodium, potassium, and magnesium. Let me share a story that has always stayed with me. It's about Mr. Richard, a 71-year-old gentleman from Florida. He loved his daily walk to the local farmer's market. But recently, he'd started feeling dizzy when he turned his head, and he'd had a couple of close calls, nearly losing his balance while carrying his grocery bag. His family was terribly worried, and so was he. After a full checkup, his doctor gave him the surprising news. His heart was strong. The problem was his muscles were dehydrated, not from a lack of water, but from a lack of electrolytes. We made just one simple change. We added half a teaspoon of a natural electrolyte powder to about 16 ounces of water each morning. The key was how he drank it. Not all at once, but sipping it slowly over the course of an hour. This slow sipping is crucial. It allows your body to absorb the minerals properly. Within 10 days, the change was remarkable. He told me, "I walked all the way to the market today and didn't feel tired once. I didn't have to stop and hold on to the wall." It wasn't just his balance that returned, it was his confidence. So, if you feel lightheaded, or if your legs just don't feel like they're holding you up the way they used to, please don't just blame your age. It may be that your body is simply thirsty for the right kind of water. Adding a gentle electrolyte powder is like giving your muscles the key they've been quietly asking for. Many people think electrolytes are only for athletes. If you've just learned they're crucial for seniors too, comment the word steady. Now, I understand that for some of you, the slightly salty taste of an electrolyte powder might not be pleasant. And if you don't enjoy something, you're not likely to stick with it. But your body still needs those precious minerals. So, I want to introduce a softer, more natural alternative. Principle number 3. Freeze-dried coconut water. You have surely heard people say that coconut water is nature's perfect drink for a hot summer day. Well, that's not just an old wives' tale. Modern science wholeheartedly agrees. Coconut water is nature's own electrolyte drink, naturally filled with potassium and magnesium, two of the most important minerals for muscle function and blood pressure regulation after the age of 60. The problem, of course, is that getting fresh coconuts every day is impractical for most of us. That's where the wonderful innovation of freeze-dried coconut water powder comes in. It's simply fresh coconut water that has been carefully dried in a way that preserves all its minerals and nutrients. It comes in a light powder that's incredibly easy to store in your pantry, right next to your tea or coffee. There's no chopping, no spilling, and no worrying about it going bad. And best of all, it has a naturally mild, slightly sweet taste that most people find very pleasant and soothing. So how does it work? As our bodies get older, our digestion can become a bit more sensitive, and our ability to absorb minerals from food can decline. Coconut water contains a gentle amount of natural glucose. This glucose acts like a friendly helper, carrying the minerals and amino acids from the coconut water across your intestinal wall and directly into your cells. Your body doesn't just drink it, it absorbs it deeply and efficiently. The benefits are quiet but profound. Besides hydrating your muscles, the potassium in coconut water is excellent for supporting healthy blood pressure. It helps relax the blood vessels, which can reduce mild swelling in the ankles and support a deeper, more restful sleep, especially on warm nights. Let me tell you about Mrs. Eleanor, a 68-year-old retired teacher from California. Every summer, she would feel completely exhausted, even after doing just a few small chores. Her joints ached, her sleep was light, and her mood would dip for no reason. She had tried electrolyte powders before, but just couldn't stand the salty aftertaste. I suggested she try 1 teaspoon of freeze-dried coconut water powder mixed in a large glass of cool water every day around 11 a.m. She was skeptical, but she agreed to try. About a week later, she called me, and I could hear the pure joy in her voice. She said, "Doctor, my knees aren't crying like they used to. I even went to the community center and climbed all the steps without even thinking about the handrail." It wasn't a miracle. It was simply gentle, proper hydration. Her mind felt clearer, her body felt lighter, all from this one quiet change. So, if your body feels tired even after you've rested, or your movements feel heavier than they should, please consider this gentle support. It's a gift to your aging muscles, wrapped in nature's softest touch. Now we come to our 4th and final principle. The word itself might sound unfamiliar, or perhaps you've only heard it in the context of young athletes and bodybuilders. But I want to gently change that belief today, because science is telling us a new story. A story that includes you. Principle number 4. Low-dose creatine. Please, don't let the word creatine worry you. This is not a synthetic drug or a steroid. Creatine is a completely natural compound that your own body produces. It's stored inside your muscles and your brain. Its job is to provide instant energy for short, quick movements. Things you do all day long, like standing up from a chair, lifting a bag of groceries, or climbing a flight of stairs. The challenge is that as we cross the age of 60, our body's own production of creatine begins to decline, just like many other things. And that's when a specific kind of fatigue can set in. Your muscles get tired much faster from small efforts, and it takes longer to recover. The good news is that we can gently replenish this. We're not talking about the large doses young men at the gym use. We're talking about a very small, low dose. Just 1 to 2 grams per day, which is about half a small teaspoon of pure creatine monohydrate powder. It's safe, light, and almost completely tasteless when mixed in water. Its first benefit is for your muscles. Creatine does something magical. It helps pull water inside the muscle cells and hold it there. This isn't the kind of water retention that causes bloating or swelling. This is deep, cellular hydration that makes your muscles feel fuller, stronger, and more resilient. It makes your legs feel steadier and your knees feel more supported. But here is the part that truly excites me, and it's what I promised you at the beginning. The benefits go beyond the muscles. Your brain also stores and uses creatine as an energy reserve. And several new studies in older adults have shown that supplementing with a low dose of creatine can lead to clearer thinking, better short-term memory, and a noticeable reduction in that frustrating afternoon brain fog. If you've ever walked into a room and forgotten why you're there, this may be a quiet solution. I often think of Mr. Samuel, a 70-year-old retired school principal from Chicago. He was a man who prided himself on his independence, but he confessed to me that he'd started avoiding the stairs in his own home. Mornings were the worst, with a deep stiffness in his back and knees. His doctor suggested he try a low dose of creatine. He laughed and said, "I'm not a gym person." But he agreed to try it, taking half a teaspoon in a glass of warm water every evening before bed. The changes were gradual. After 2 weeks, he felt a bit steadier. After a month, he walked up the 3 floors to his apartment without pausing. And after 2 months, he told me something wonderful. He said, "I no longer fear the stairs." It wasn't a miracle. It was science, applied gently and correctly. Think of it as an old friend your body once made, but now needs a little help remembering. It is a quiet promise to your muscles and your mind that you are still taking care of them. A 30-day supply of pure creatine monohydrate is also very affordable, typically costing less than $15. I know hearing the word creatine might be a surprise. If this was brand new information for you, please comment "wow" below. I'd love to see how many people we've reached with this exciting science. So my dear elder, today we have walked a path together. We spoke not only about water, but about how to help your body embrace it, to hold on to it in the right way. We explored how small, gentle changes, like adding a bit of lemon and salt to your morning glass, or sipping on nature's own electrolytes from coconut water, can support your muscles, calm your nerves, and bring back that quiet strength you may have thought was lost to the passing years. We heard stories of people just like you. People like Mr. Peter, who found his footing again and slept through the night without pain. We heard about Mrs. Eleanor, conquering the stairs with a smile, and Mr. Samuel, who no longer feared the simple act of walking in his own home. These are not just stories. They are a powerful reminder that you are not powerless against the challenges of aging. They are proof that you can feel stronger, steadier, and more alive. The most important lesson to take away from our time together today is this. It is not about forcing yourself to drink more water. It is about learning how to drink smarter water. It's about giving your body the simple tools it needs to do its job, so your water can become your quiet medicine once again. But I must always remind you, with the utmost sincerity, that these tips are shared for your general awareness and empowerment. Your health is a personal journey. If you are facing any ongoing health challenges, like high blood pressure, kidney issues, or persistent fatigue, it is absolutely essential that you speak with your personal doctor before trying anything new. Your doctor knows your story, and together, you can make the best decisions for your unique body. Now, before we part, I would love to hear from you. What part of our talk today touched you the most? And more importantly, I have a gentle request. In the comments below, I want you to tell me the one small change you promised to make for yourself this week. Just one. Will it be trying the simple lemon and salt water in the morning? Or perhaps you're curious about the gentle power of coconut water. Or maybe you'll talk to your doctor about that low dose of creatine. Your commitment, written down, is a powerful first step. It's a promise to yourself. If you found value and comfort in our time together today, I would be honored if you would click the subscribe button and tap the bell icon. That way, you'll join our community of friends, and we can continue to walk this journey of health and balance together, one gentle step at a time. And finally, if this message made you think of someone you care about, a friend, a neighbor, or a family member who might be feeling unsteady or tired, please share this video with them. You never know whose life you might touch with this simple act of kindness. Until we meet again, stay kind to your body, and let your water become your quiet medicine. So, as we bring our time together to a close, let's take a moment to reflect. Today, we walked alongside Mr. Peter as he found his footing again, finally free from those agonizing leg cramps. We celebrated with Mrs. Eleanor as she conquered the stairs at the community center, feeling light and strong. And we felt the quiet confidence return to Mr. Samuel, who no longer sees the stairs in his own home as an enemy. These are not just stories, my dear friend. They are powerful, real-world reminders that the quiet strength you may have thought was lost with age is not gone. It's simply waiting to be nourished in the right way. They are proof that small, gentle, and intelligent changes in our daily habits can lead to a profound difference in how we live our golden years. The most important lesson, the one I hope you carry with you from this day forward, is this: your goal should not be to simply drink more water. Your goal should be to drink smarter water. It's about understanding that after 60, your body needs a little help. It's about giving it the simple keys it needs to unlock the full, life-giving power of the water you drink. But as always, I must remind you with the utmost sincerity and care that this information is shared to empower you and to raise your awareness. Your health is a deeply personal journey. If you are managing any ongoing health conditions, such as high blood pressure or any issues with your kidneys, please, I urge you to speak with your personal doctor before you begin any new routine. Your doctor knows your unique story, and together, you are the best team to navigate your health. As we wrap up, we've explored these 4 critical principles that can truly transform our health and vitality. But knowledge, as we know, is only powerful when we put it into action. So now, I have one important question for you. What is the one commitment you are making to yourself after watching this video today? It could be as simple as, tomorrow morning, I will try the lemon and salt water. Or perhaps, I will order some coconut water powder this week. Or maybe, I will ask my doctor about creatine at my next appointment. Please share your personal commitment in the comments below. Writing it down makes it real. It's a promise to yourself, and it lets everyone else in this community know that they are not alone in taking that first brave step. And if you found real value and comfort in our time together, show your support by giving this video a like. It's a simple gesture that tells me this message was helpful to you. To ensure you continue on this journey with us, and never miss another conversation filled with life-changing wisdom, hit that subscribe button and the little bell next to it. It's more than just subscribing. It's joining a community, a family, really, dedicated to living our best lives, together, with strength and with dignity. Finally, think of one person. Just one person you know who needs to hear this message today. And please, share it with them. You might just change their life with a simple click. Thank you for being here. Stay healthy, stay wise, and I'll see you in the next video.